All right, so I've got a vector A and I've got a vector B. They're both tail to tail. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these two tips, and in doing so define another vector that goes from the tip of B to the tip of A, and I'm going to call that vector V. V is in vector. And now I'm going to make an observation. If I look at vector B right here, so vector B, it's already laid out there, but I'll sort of highlight it in red. If I take vector B and notice that vector V is arranged in a tip-to-tail fashion relative to B right here. So in other words, if I take B and add V to it, I get vector A. Here's vector A right there. So that's the thing I get. So this is equal to vector A. So now I've got a nice little relationship between vectors. And all I want to do next is rearrange these terms. I'm going to put the B on the other side. So I'm going to say A minus B is equal to vector V. So there's a difference right there. So the difference between A and B is going to be this vector right there, what I'm calling vector R. So this is A minus B. Now I want you to notice in my argument, I sort of made an arbitrary choice. I said that vector V goes from the tip of B to the tip of A. Why'd I choose the tip of B to the tip of A? I could have chose the tip of A to the tip of B, right? That's just as valid. So let's try that and see what happens. So if I define a vector that goes from A over to B, as I said, and this thing will be pointing that way this time, and let me call this vector W. Notice that A and W are in sort of tip-to-tail order. So if I take vector A and add to it vector W, what I get is vector B out of it. So A plus W is equal to B. Rearrange the terms again. I get B minus A is equal to W. So there we go. A minus B was the V. B minus A is the W. And the W and the V are just vectors in the opposite directions. Right? So this difference, B minus A, for example, is the vector that goes from these two tips. It goes from the tip that we're subtracting to the tip that's sort of adding in this contribution right here, right? And the same sort of interpretation can be given to A minus B. And there corresponds to our solution. So A minus B was R and B minus A is equal to S.